Hey everyone. We're playing through a short free game today called Supercontinent Ltd. Just felt like playing through it because it has a really great style. It's something that I thought you might enjoy. Right now, Vega is asking someone if they copy. Brandis is what I guess how you'd pronounce the name. Brandis is himself. It seems like kind of odd wording, but it'll make sense a little while later. This game is about hacking. It's about gathering intel. In the cyber future. We're trying to hack Supercontinent Ltd. To get information on its executive board. But what's this? There is no computer to jack into. A landline telephone. Who's ever seen such a thing? So this is Supercontinent Ltd, and what you're seeing here is the room that the entire game takes place in. Like I said, it's a free short game. It's actually made by the makers of Gods Will Be Watching, which was a full commercial game. But this was just a little short free thing that they made, and it looks very nice. I really like the look of this. I really like the sound of it too, the music that's playing, that rain coming down from the cyber night sky. Brandis has never seen a landline before, so he doesn't even know if this is how you're supposed to use it. Put it up to your head and talk into the hole? How barbaric. So when they say numpad keys, they mean it very literally. One of the main ways we interface with the game, or with the phone, is to just type the phone numbers into the keypad. I like how they say that address, instead of just saying a phone number, because of course they're thinking in terms of IP addresses. I assume the keyboard they're talking about is maybe Brandis's cyber arm. Maybe he has it on that. Alright, we got our VOMOD. It's very fortunate that we could impersonate voices in a game about talking on the phone. Right, so we're a professional hacker working for Proxima. Uh-oh. No one's using landlines anymore. They're too obsolete. They're getting shut down tonight. Well, it's a good thing that we're here right now. We can still use it while we have the chance. Brandis is confident that he'll be able to do it. He's never failed a job yet. I assume. I'm just making that up. But he seems pretty confident. Alright, what are we going to do? Well, we could take a look at, say, for example, what we have here. We have our mission data. We're in Ferguson's office. We can impersonate him. There he is, because we have his VOMOD, or his voice data for our VOMOD. Proxima hired us to ID the top members of Supercontinent Ltd, the members of the board. Who are they? We have to find out. We could call Vega to see if we can get any additional help. Any ideas, Vega? That'll be all. Vega doesn't really have too many ideas. So, this isn't really a hacking job after all. This is more social engineering. Talking to people on the phone and seeing if we can extract information from them that they ordinarily would not give us. Alright, the interface of this game, this is like a point-and-click adventure. We can click on things like this. Get that over here. We could sort of... We have some kind of telekinesis, maybe, is what that is? I'm not really sure, but we can pull items over to our cyber hand. And here's a calendar for Supercontinent Ltd. And it does mention the phone number for the tech office, and I'm just going to write that down in my notes just in front of me, paper notes, because we will save these phone numbers in our subscreen, but we can't actually call them from the subscreen, so it's just more convenient for me to have them in front of me. Like, for example, I can click it here. Oh, there it is. I can try to put the number in, but it doesn't seem like we can actually call it. We have to go back to the main screen, and now I'm going to use the keypad to type this number in. Uh-oh, we don't have this information. We have a phone number, but we don't have a password. Well, I love Supercontinent, maybe? That is wrong. We need a password, so I'm just going to write that down on my notes as well. That phone number is not going to do any good for us unless we can get the password. So this nice little tactile feel of using the numpad to type in the phone numbers. I don't know, it's just like it's a nice little, neat little gimmick. It feels nice doing that. But if we look behind this thing, I mean, we can kind of see a number behind that. What do you think that says? That says, I think, well, it's kind of hard to tell. I think that this is a 5, maybe another 5. What is that, do you think that is? That sort of looks like a 7 from this side, but of course it would be backwards. So it's kind of hard to tell. It looks smeared. And then we have like a 9, a 7, 3, 3, 1. So let's see. I think this says 5, 5, and not sure what that is. Maybe it's another 5. Because the tech number did begin with 555, so maybe this one will as well. We can put in 9, 9, 7, 3, 3, 1. Alright. Brandis doesn't seem to notice the number himself, but we noticed it. We saw it. Let's see if we get anyone. Yeah, someone did pick up. Well, whoever it was, it's an unknown girl. They thought someone else would be calling. There's something we can do about that. We do have Adrian's voice data, so we can click on him. Let's try entering that number again. We get something different. And now you can see it's not Brandis as himself, but Brandis as Adrian Ferguson. Things sound serious. Well, what do we ask this kidnapper? We're suddenly kind of thrust into this conversation that we are not prepared for. Let's say, why are you doing this? Whatever CSJ might be. This might be a little too obvious. Let's ask about the second one. We're trying to figure out what we can say to this person to get some more information. I mean, okay, let's ask who this person is. I assume Adrian would already know, but... We executives have a hard time remembering non-exec... I don't think Brandis has much interaction with executives. I mean, that might... I mean, it's not like the idea is wrong, but I don't think that's how they would really say... Okay, that worked. Okay, it's Barbara. This is Barbara's number. And Barbara is one of Supercontinent's enforcers, and she has family in the police department. So she doesn't want CSJ to happen tonight for that reason, though we don't know what CSJ is. Alright. That seems like a dead end, unless we can figure out anything else to say to get more information from Barbara. Does Vega think... what does Vegas think about this? Yeah, what info can Vega find on Barbara? Alright, Barbara Lang, 26. Alright. And we've got voice data. So now, if we want to impersonate Barbara Lang, we can do that. That'll be all. Let's take a look at our notes. Okay, yeah, we can see that we're automatically updating these notes. Operation CSJ, Ferguson's wife kidnapped. Police department? And a phone book's name did not update the name from unknown girl to Barbara Lang. So, I wonder what would happen if we impersonated Barbara to Barbara. I mean, it might throw her off. It'd be pretty confusing if you got a call from yourself. I have a feeling Brandis does not have that much experience interacting with other people. What else can we do? Well, that phone number is not the only thing that we can try. There are other items around, like there's this notebook over here. We can take a look at it. His wife called, but his wife has been kidnapped. Oh, but now we can find out the number of Ferguson's wife. 555-693-030. Again, I'm just writing this down on paper in front of me, so I don't have to keep looking at the subscreen to get these phone numbers. Did we update our notes? No. Let's impersonate Adrian and call the wife's number, see what happens. Oh, Adrian himself has picked up. Alright, so we're gonna hang up on that. But maybe, what would Adrian think if he got a call from his wife's kidnapper? Alright, so maybe we can get some more information. This seems a bit too on the nose. Like, that would give us the information we need to complete our mission, but would he actually give us this? I guess it doesn't hurt to try. It appears that the identities of the board of Supercontinent Ltd is a highly guarded secret. What's CSJ all about? Okay, so apparently this city is under maybe some kind of police state, from what it sounds like. And it sounds like CSJ is all about killing the cops, and only the corrupt ones will be killed, but, well, who is going to be making that decision? I guess you can see why Barbara is concerned about what's going to happen. What about the password? Alright, we got the password. It's Pangea. You know, I don't know if maybe we should be making these promises. After all, the real Barbara is still waiting. But I guess Brandis doesn't really care about all that. Well, okay, it looks like now we're interfering in this kidnapping deal between Adrian and Barbara. Alright, so I guess what we should do now is call the tech line again, now that we have that password. And now we know it is Pangea. Alright, we got Francis on the line, the CTO. And you would assume, oh, we're Barbara right now. Maybe it would be better to call as Adrian, but I forgot to change. Let's see what happens. Well, no, Francis knows Barbara. Now who is this Centauro? Hackers who are trying to put a stop to CSJ, maybe. Okay, so it's actually a bombing that is going to be happening tonight. Bomb attack! Well, now we know about the bomb attack. But I don't know if how that really helps us on our mission. Does Vega has anything to say about that? No? No, it doesn't seem like Vega has anything else to say so far. Yeah, I know Vega. Unlocking new paths of information in these conversations. We know. We know. That'll be all. That'll be all. As we sit in this office, with the rain and the thunder coming down, and we try to think, what should we do with this ancient phone that we have? Who should we call? Well, we could go back to Adrian Ferguson and give Francis another call, see what he has to say to Adrian. Alright, we got some options here. Let's see. How's CSJ coming along? Whatever that is. Civil simple justice. Sounds like they've been having arguments as to what the branding of the plan should be. Well, from what Supercontinent is saying, it sounds like that they believe they are the good guys, that they are going to take the power away from the authorities and put it back in the hands of the people, just like any large international corporation wants to do. And a large, rich corporation would certainly never want to do that. I mean, Francis is making Supercontinent to sound like a really good, a force for good in the world. I wonder if that's the entire story. After all, when you have all the money, why wouldn't you want to live in a system where you can just buy your way out of anything? The deep web. The manifesto was created on the deep web. Oh man. Executions tonight based on the manifesto written on the deep web. I wonder how 30% of the city's population knows about this plan. Are they all on the deep web? They couldn't all be on there. Alright. Let's ask about when these bombs are going off. Clyde, you say? Maybe we should get his... Yeah, do we have his number? Oh, that's quite coincidental. That's a pretty good call on Brandis's part. All right, let's get that down. We can call Clyde at 555-677-623. And maybe we can talk to Clyde about these bombs going off. And I guess let's ask about the CEO. And that is our mission, to find out who these people are, not all the stuff about bombs. Radhika, you say? I guess that's all we're going to get out of Francis. He's very chipper, considering that tonight bombs are going to go off and there's going to be citywide mass executions. I mean, even if you feel it's something that needs to be done, you're probably not going to be all cheery about it. What do our notes say? Night trial, civil simple justice, bomb attack. We also know that Radhika is the name, or the first name, of the CEO. Francis is the first name of the CTO. We don't know who this is. Clyde is an enforcer. We don't know who these two people are. So we're slowly filling out some gaps. Okay, so we're going to call Clyde, and I guess we'll do it as Adrian, because why not? So, Clyde, about the bombs. That's just the way I open up any conversation. How the bombs going? Uh-oh. It looks like Clyde has been waiting on Adrian. But Adrian's just at home. Don't know what Adrian's been up to, but apparently he's slacking off on sending these bomb codes. Uh-oh, and remember, we told Adrian to disconnect his line, so I guess he's done that. I don't know what the codes are, Clyde. I'm so sorry. I mean, Clyde has a point. It's all going down tonight. This really is not the night to forget the codes. Phone safe lock. Clyde is right to be annoyed. Alright, so apparently we have the codes in a lock. I mean, I don't know if this is really the path we're supposed to be going down, after all. We're supposed to be finding out who these executives are, not participating in basically a terrorist attack. And there's some things we haven't looked at so far in this office. Yeah, there's something right here. What is this? Phone directory. Okay, so that's why Brandis knew that the phone book had the pages torn out. That wasn't just a coincidence. And it would make the game a lot easier if those phone numbers were there, of course. People in the background. Oh, something over here. It's like a trophy. Trophy that looks like a bean. Why would it look like that? It was a weird thought, Brandis. It was. There's not even anyone here to throw it at. That might be a safe, but can't actually click on it. Alright, I'm just going to run my mouse cursor across everything to see if there was anything else that we've missed. But it seems like we've probably have picked up everything that is available to us in this room. Okay. It seems like that's the case. So, we did say that we were going to call Francis back. I guess we might as well and see if he has anything to say about this. About these codes. Okay, yes. Now we can ask about the phone safe lock. Which is an odd name. Phone safe lock. If we knew the code, we could put it in the phone, and then the bombs would go off, I guess. The year of the first Rio Olympics, followed by my wife's date of birth. Well, the first Rio Olympics, of course, is a real-world event, but his wife's date of birth, where could we find that? Francis's wife's date of birth. Oh, no, our wife, Adrian's wife. Okay, so we're going to have to find a way to get the date of birth of Adrian's wife. So, Adrian himself might know that. We still only have the voice data for 2 people. I guess we could call Vega, see if she knows anything. Oh, here we go. Can we find out anything about Clyde? We noticed. Oh, no voice data. So I guess we're not going to be able to impersonate him. That'll be all. Alright. So, why don't we call Adrian... Well, apparently his line has been disconnected because we told him to disconnect it, but I guess we could try it. Yeah, he did disconnect it. Alright, so if that's the case, let's go back to Adrian, and maybe let's call Barbara. Not many options that we have right now. Here we go. All right. So 2nd of November of 2075. Oh, or as it's written down, 2/11/2075, just so we know which order the game wants us to put it in. Okay. So, it said that the 2 pieces of information that we would need for the code to unlock the safe, I believe, let's go back to here, was going to be Rio Olympics plus wife's date of birth. Now let's see, the phone numbers that we've been getting have been 9 digits long, so we know the date of birth is 7 digits. Let's see. So for the Rio Olympics, should we only put in the last 2 digits? Or I guess we could try that. See what happens. No. And it will not ever be operative ever again. Okay, Rio Olympics. Wife's date of birth. So, again, these phone numbers have all been 9 numbers. So, which numbers would we need to put in? I wonder if maybe we could take off the 20 and just be 75, and 21175 would then be 5 numbers, and then we could put in the entire year for Rio Olympics. We could try that. There it is. And our safe is just hanging from the ceiling. And when we enter our security code, it descends. But not all the way to the floor. It's just hanging up there. And that's fine for Brandis, because we can just use our telekinesis to bring things over to him. But I wonder if Adrian would be able to do the same. And there's a number on here of 00055508880. And I guess this is going to be the actual bomb code. Yep, detonation code. So if we call this number, we will set up the bomb. Do we want to enter that number? That's really not what our mission is. We're trying to find out who the executives of Supercontinent Ltd are. What does Vega think about this? Oh, come on, Vega. You have to have thoughts about the detonation codes. No, apparently Vega does not. She can give us intel backup, but she really has not been giving us much. She got us a couple pieces of voice data, but that's really all it's been. Alright. Oh, hey, we got more on Clyde. We got his face. We cannot impersonate him, though. Alright, so I guess one thing... Did we get any more information about these people? No, we have not. Alright, one thing we haven't tried. We haven't actually called these people as Brandis, so why don't we give that a try? See what happens. Oh, it looks like we have an option here. Calling from the city's central phone system. I'm not sure where Brandis is going with this. Ah, can we get Francis's voice data? Well, I don't think we'll get his voice data. It seems more like we're filling in his information. Oh, no. Okay, Vega has found it. So I guess we're going to be able to get his. And I guess now we're going to have all the information on the CTO. Alright, let's take a look at this. Yep, we got every... his phone number still is question mark, so I'm not... Actually, yeah, his phone number really has not been filled in either. I don't know why. We know what his phone number is, but anyway, we have more information on him filled out, though these other people we do not have. Let's call up Vega. No, nothing? I thought you said you had looked him up. No, I guess not. I was hoping that Vega had voice data for Francis, but it seems like that's not the case. Alright, so we called up Francis with our real voice. Let's call up Barbara. See if she has anything different to say. No, nothing there. Okay, let's call it... Well, I'll call up Adrian's number, even though we know it's disconnected. Just give it a go. I'm just trying calling in the remaining numbers before I actually put in the bomb number. Let's try calling up Clyde. Because it doesn't seem like activating these bombs is really part of our mission here. We just happen to now have the ability to do that. Clyde is not putting up with any of our nonsense. Clyde seems like a very no-nonsense person. Alright. Let's just go another round. Impersonating Barbara at this point. See if Francis has anything else to say. Nothing from Francis. Alright. What about calling up Barbara again as Barbara? We already tried this before, but I don't know. I doubt anything new is going to happen here. Yep, same thing again. Alright, I guess let's call up Clyde. See what's going on with him. Okay, we haven't seen this conversation yet. But it didn't last long. Anything there? Doesn't seem so. We got a name Brian, but who knows what that is. Does Vega have any idea? No, that'll be all, Vega. That'll be all. Let's just try Clyde one more time. I don't know if the conversations will actually change, but we'll give it a try. No, this seems like it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, he doesn't actually mention Barbara that time. Alright. Yeah, we only have two people that we have the voice data for. Calling up Francis again. We already did that. Call up Barbara one more time, I guess. Kind of running out of options of what to do here. Yep, time is running out, Barbara. I'm glad Barbara is so freely giving us that information. Alright, let's try calling up Clyde. Let's let Clyde know that we have the codes. He'll be happy to hear that. He's very high-strung. It seems like he would appreciate some good news. How did we hear that Brian died? I guess we'll let him know. Detective Yoshida. Opticamo, okay. Just give me everyone's data so I can just write it all down here in one place. About the bombs. I found that code after all. What? No, we do. We have the code. And Clyde has nothing. He's just out of patience with us on the subject of these codes. Alright, so do we... Oh, okay. Brian. Okay, so we can cross one person out, and we still don't know who this is. Or this, or any really much about the CEO. Well, at least we were able to cross one person out. This is getting filled in. Well, also, Detective Yoshida is on everyone's trail, apparently, camouflaged in opticamo and shooting them with laser guns. Does Vega have any thoughts about this? No? Nothing. Alright. So, I think we've at this point have called everyone using everyone's voices. The only one thing I have not tried yet is inputting the code for the bomb. So, I guess we're gonna do that. And see what happens. Okay. We're activating the... I still don't think this is within the parameters of our mission. Alright, where are we going to deploy the bomb? No kidding, Brandis. Have you been paying attention? World War III? This game could have benefited from a proofreading pass, as I'm sure you've noticed here and there. Oh no. Our mission, we were fooled. Our mission wasn't to get the information on these executives. At least we're all in good spirits about it. Oh no, the detective. Has he been here the whole time? I mean, I don't know why he's pointing the gun at us. We're not a member of Supercontinent. I can't click on him. Okay, okay, I just knocked him out with that? Alright. So, alright, so the fearsome Detective Yoshida really was not much of a threat at all. We just kind of telekinetically threw a torn-up phone book at him, I guess is what that was. Hit him in the gut and he fell over. Actually, we could have used this. Brandis was saying before that you could knock someone out using this trophy, but I guess anything will do. Oh, was it actually a double cross? Maybe we were not working for Proxima at all. Who were we hired? Who hired us is what I should say. And now we have control of the orbital bomber. And, okay, That's the end. Supercontinent Ltd. Thanks us for playing. Deconstruct Team. Deconstruct Team, I guess is how you pronounce it. They thank us for playing. So, I really like this. This was neat. I liked it. It's like a free short thing. It has a really nice style to it. Like I said, I really like how it looks, how it sounds. And, you know, I like games where you're playing detective. You're getting clues and trying to solve a mystery. And, you know, this has something like that. And it's interesting in the whole, you have to call up people and just figure out what to say to get them to give you the information. Anything after this? No, I guess that's it. I guess that's the end. I wonder if it was at all possible to actually get the information for all of the board members. It seemed to me that I exhausted all the options, so I don't know if there was any other way to actually get the remaining information. And in the end, that wasn't actually our mission anyway. That's not why we were actually hired. Neither by Proxima or by the organization that actually hired us to investigate Proxima and to find out who their mole in the police force were, and I guess that was Detective Yoshida. But in the end, it seems that Brandis comes out on top. Brandis is alive after hitting the detective with a phone book, and he has control of the orbital bomber. And I guess he's going to sell it to whoever will pay his price. Operation CSJ, I guess, is over, since those bombs are not going to be going off unless Brandis says so. And he doesn't have a reason to say so unless someone pays him enough. That's Supercontinent Ltd. The website for this, it describes Supercontinent Ltd. As a narrative adventure about making phone calls in a distant future's rainy night. And that is exactly what it was about. In the distant cyber future, when the rain is coming down over the neon city, we sit in the office in a skyscraper in a high-rise and just make some phone calls. See who picks up. See what they have to say. I actually would like to play an entire game like this, honestly, if something like that was made. But I really enjoyed this short experience that we had right here with Supercontinent Ltd. From Destruct Team. It's a free short game. You can get it on their itch.io page. Play it yourself if you want. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. Maybe there is something else that you could have done, other conversations. Again, I think I exhausted everything, so I don't know where anything else would be. But who knows? I can't say for sure. I don't know for sure. But, yeah. I enjoy this a lot. That's Supercontinent Ltd. From Deconstruct Team. A short, free game that's available for you to play, if you want. I enjoy playing it. Maybe you would too. I'll see you next time for something else that's short and free. We'll see what else comes up. Until then, just sit back and listen to the rain come down on the rooftop.